So I've got all of the pieces for the NWO Dusty Rhodes figure from the Monday Night War line. Put that together here. You might have missed it, but I kind of put together my own version with some swapping of the parts to make like an NWO Dusty way before this. Didn't think we'd ever get an official figure of it. So I'll kind of compare this one to this Build-A-Figure once I put it together here. So we'll just snap that together. And I thought the arms were like swapped weirdly. I think they were just turned around weird in the packaging. Frankly, I might need to heat these up just to really get it in there right. You gotta really push it to get that snap. Put the head on. So I was trying to pinpoint when exactly this is supposed to represent. If it was supposed to be the night that he kind of took his denim jacket off to show he was in the NWO. No denim jacket with this one, so note that right away. That would have been kind of cool. Possibly, you know, one of the light nights after this, kind of doing a promo, maybe with the hat and glasses that it does come with. Got a nice NWO hat. We have some very nice shades, kind of yellow clear. It does look pretty nice in, of course. Alright. But it's a little fuzzy of when exactly it's supposed to be. Somewhere around there. We have like one tape, wrist tape on the right arm. I don't know. That's what I'm having trouble finding here. But let's just go through it here. The head, of course, way awesomer than what I got, because it was like an older Dusty Rhodes, so it was like totally wrong haircut and everything else. This is like a facial printing. He's even got his little extra bit in the back. Little party in the back still for Dusty there. So great to get the head. Here's where things fall apart a little bit. You're doing an Elite with an NWO shirt just printed on. And if it's Elite, I would say you would need the cloth shirt. It's like 1,000 times better than a printed one. So here we have the very weird, you know, he moves in the logo. You can kind of see like the full thing's printed underneath there, but you're supposed to kind of do the movement. This is almost like Ultimate-ish movement the way they have it. So instantly right there, I kind of don't like, I like the size of the torso, but again, when you have a logo, I could just get somebody's cloth NWO shirt and get on this and it'd already look better, I would think. I like the jeans. They have a nice like wash on them, so it's not just like a solid color. Maybe just kind of a whitish overpaint with it, but either way it looks very jeans-like. But we have a lot of joints and stuff here. But again, good size, and kind of has like the cowboyish boots there, you know, covered up by the jeans, but still there. So it is nice. It's not the ideal one that I would like from like the WCW Revenge, like Nintendo 64 game where he has the red jacket, which is where mine takes a lot of influence there. I kind of had like pieces from a, what's his name, John Laurinaitis Build-A-Figure with the jacket, and the body is mostly like a Bray Wyatt. You can see the skinnier arms, so that is a little bit of a problem, but I like that the red was there. Then an NWO shirt and hat from like the NWO Cena thing, which is a weird one in itself. But again, here I have like an older Dusty, so he kind of has all like the hair and stuff. Doesn't look anywhere near as good as this one for that time period. So if I wanted, I could kind of swap parts and kind of perfect my one, give him his awesome jeans, keep the jacket and from this one and the head, but you know, it's not perfect with that red jacket thing. I kind of like that because again, it is like the video game, but the real one's arms are a lot nicer. Let's just see, I think this might be the NWO shirt from the Ultimate Edition Kevin Nash. See if that's gonna look good on this. This is a bigger torso, so it's maybe a little harder to get on here. Maybe a little open in the back. I think already, I mean, kind of shirt with a shirt, but you kind of get it covered. He's going to look a lot better with a cloth one. I guess a Build-A-Figure isn't even worth stepping up with the accessories there. I don't know what happened there, why they printed the logo on there, but of course then the crease is kind of weird, but interesting that you can see like with a real shirt, cloth shirt on, all of the logo is on the upper body. So they almost should have just printed it on the upper part. Oh no, you hate to see. Mattel design team. Probably should have tried that one out. But this is a very tight shirt here. It'd be a little, he needs a size up. Realistically here. Also from those appearances, you know, he had the Syxx ball like logo on the back of his particular version of the NWO shirt that he had. So I could see if I flipped it around and boom, the green pool ball was back there, then I'd be like, oh, that's why they printed it, because they gave him his full detail. But it's not there. So I can't say why you would really bother with this, you know, printing it on here, the hard plastic. I mean, not to mention just him and the NWO in general, probably not the greatest memorable thing or anything interesting all that much. Just kind of shocking heel turns just for the fun of it, I guess. But he was a manager in the game I always played, kind of associated him a little bit with the NWO through Scott Hall, but he had a little bit different look there. He had the Outsider shirt usually on specifically, so that would have been cooler if he would have had just an Outsider shirt. Maybe it was all up here. It just depends on the time period they wanted this to be. I think it would have been more useful manager-wise to have that, but I think they wanted the moment. I mean, this does say on the box that it was like the Nitro. Probably why it comes with the glasses and the hat, but again, without the Syxx ball, or I don't know why he just randomly has a wrist tape on there. Not fully realized on the potential, but I like that it's an official figure and not like my weird created one. But, you know, whenever you do that, it's always missing a little bit of officialness or polish, you know, to be perfect. But even this official one, you know, leaves me thinking, oh, well, it could have been just a tiny bit better with a few changes. But it's always fun to sneak in like a legend, you know, from the time period that, you know, they made an appearance as short or as small as it was. Trying to sneak him into my Monday Night War kind of late 90s collection of these WWE Mattel figures. So probably keep him with maybe just the cloth shirt on him to cover up this one. If you wanted to get really creative with the thick body, you could do like a Scott Norton kind of build of some sort. If you were wanting to make some different use of this, I could get another torso if I was going to use the cloth NWO shirt. But a surprising one, I just feel like maybe this should have just been the figure in the line, and then the Build-A-Figure be something else. Just would have been kind of cooler that way, although I could see where it wouldn't be that sought after, so that's why you do the Build-A-Figure. But if you're going to do the featured Build-A-Figure kind of thing, is like the big, like, ooh, you gotta buy them all, I probably would have went the extra steps a little bit. I mean, it's nice that we got the glasses and hat and all that. Still feels a little lacking. Maybe if they would have just went for the 6-ball print, I would have said, well, that's basically what we're getting here. But still happy to add it. This is what I always show here. Open up figures from this time period. So this Monday Night War line, you know, it's hard to get a hold of, but it's one that is like super helping out my collection like crazy. So I'm glad it's here. Usually piecing together other like elite releases and like legends lines, trying to get stuff from this time period. So if those are the kind of figures you want to see, this is where you want to be right here. Click the channel or subscribe button. Hopefully I will be seeing you in the next video. Forget about tradition. It's time for this channel to rise above, if you know what I mean.